Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? It's Chris here. My son Owen getting up early on a Saturday morning. We're doing something crazy. Gonna do something fun. You know what? That's what it's all about for us as an ear-to-ear magic family. We're gonna be having a fun weekend. We're gonna bring you guys along, but this is gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
Did I tell you? Did I tell you it was gonna be a little different? Are you guys ready for this?
Now we're at the turnstiles here. They've opened up the park. Not necessarily opened the park, but they opened up the turnstiles about an hour and 15 minutes before the park actually officially opens. Now it's just the stress of waiting as we wait for everyone to get their finger scanned, and it's taking forever, it seems. You watch everybody else from the other turnstiles slowly walk out and get into their queue. It worked.
All right, thank you.
Oh my gosh. All right, so that only took a strange and a long time. All right, ready to go get into a line. The adventure begins. Probably through the turnstiles, waiting to go from one line to the next line. So we're through the turnstiles, we're through the front part of the park, and we've been asked to go single file line as we're making the queue for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. I'm kind of glad they're making us go single file. It makes it a little bit less chaotic. You can see over in Seussland, you can see the rest of the people walking through. It's like a giant Whoville parade. I am glad of the fact that they've asked us to just go slow. Single file means there's no chance of people rushing to try to get higher up in line. So, yeah, we got some characters that are going to meet us in line here. This should be kind of cool as we enter Seuss Landing.
Good morning.
Man, I'm kind of hungry. I wish I had some green eggs in hand right now. Starving for some green eggs in hand. Trash cans, they'll take care of the crowds later. Running the first Hulk cars this morning. Test vehicles. You can see over here the construction side of Jurassic World. So we haven't really stopped yet. We're doing stop and goes here at Seuss Landing. I'm hoping that we get a little bit farther in, maybe even into the Mystic Islands area before we do our official stop. But it's so weird to see the rest of the park, like as you're walking through and looking, it's all empty. Additional step we take means less of a wait. So, getting hopeful. We're out of Seuss Landing. Made it over. Lost confidence. That's good. Slowly still moving. So this is interesting. we're being routed into Poseidon's Fury queue line, which is rather smart. Use another ride's queue line as a way to create and extend the queue for the other attraction. Especially since I don't think this one actually has that long of a queue line even when the park is open.
Oh no, you're fine. No, you're fine. You left at 6:20. Happy birthday.
I have a feeling this is what's going to end up happening. We're kind of in the backstage area now. They took us through a huge queue line of Poseidon's Fury, and now they're wrapping us around the back side of the building so that we can come back out the other side and use the existing queue. There's certain areas I don't think I've ever seen before. Kind of fun to come in backstage areas like this you don't normally get to see, but they're utilizing it. They're taking us around the whole backside, so we get to see cool things we've not seen before. Backstage areas between the two parks. This is the upside of coming the first few days of a new ride attraction. You get a free backstage tour of Universal Studios.
Like the Vatican in Rome. Yeah, you would never see it. You would never see people like just these people on. Yo, do you have contacts like this? Go like maybe.
You're like a chest.
No, you'll never get back. You never get back.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Unless you work there, you'll never get back. Actually, one time I got back after I was so I'm just left town.
Wow, this line is going way off backstage. Look at this. I think they even have, like, they're prepared to bring in some more queues right here. All right, looks like we're heading back up toward the park area now, back from the offices. Morning.
Morning, that's a Sinbad.
What is this? They've actually got some water available in the restroom area for those in wait. Don't want to get anybody dehydrated after all the waiting and not get to experience the ride, so that's pretty cool. Got some places to stop and grab something to drink in case you need some hydration. 8:30 in the morning, and they're selling Budweiser and Coors. No judgments here.
It's a 5-minute ride. Yeah. Yeah. So I was out of town for 2 of the days, and I wanted to last one. So I tried to come yesterday, but I had to work.
Also, major kudos to Universal. They're providing water stations to keep people hydrated while we're waiting in line, and they have some fans set up here and there to keep you cool. So at least trying to keep us a little bit ready to go before we get on the ride, hydrated and not overheated. So kudos to Universal for that, taking care of the guests. All right, so we finally made it to the edge of Hogsmeade. We've got over to Hogsmeade Station. So that's a good sign. If you're coming to Universal these first few days and you're wanting to not ride Hagrid's and just do anything else in Harry Potter, good news, they do have it open. You can see if you're not going to, you got people here, guests coming in and riding and doing things, probably a lot better attraction rides if you're not. So this is good. I'm glad we're getting this far along. It is just now 10 till 9. We got here at about 7 o'clock this morning. They let us into the park just about 8:30. So by 9 o'clock, we're actually making it into the world of Harry Potter.
Hop off and put all our stuff in the locker. Okay.
All right, Great thing is, we've actually made it to the entrance of the queue. There it is, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Awesome. All right, we're getting our first views of the cars, guys. These motorcycles are amazing. Next one, hopefully it comes over as we're standing here. There's the track. Check this out, guys. This is amazing. We're gonna be riding this in a few minutes.
I bet there's a creature hidden behind that mushroom.
All right, so we're continuing through the queue, trying to stop where we can to see some of the ride. To see it, it looks so much fun as you see people driving by on their own motorbikes. There's Hogwarts up on the castle. We're going to be heading toward the Forbidden Forest here, checking out some of these magical creatures in a bit. I'm hoping at this point, now that we've gotten into the queue, we're at less than 2 hours. I just noticed, because I'm not even paying attention, I'm so excited to watch the ride. Along the queue, it looks as though Hagrid or someone has been making little wooden magical creatures. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this a dragon? A Komodo dragon? Is it an alligator? You know, it's in Florida. But I think we have ourselves a little wooden dragon. We're gonna have to keep our eyes out to see what else we can see in the queue. I think we've made it to the back of Hagrid's. Somebody's been working on some gourds, some pumpkins, that's for sure. Something's gotten into this. That does not look good. To keep our eyes out. I don't think we're alone out here in this area. Maybe some other magical creatures with claws. All right, so we've gotten, I don't know, maybe halfway through the queue. We've never been in the queue before. I have no idea where we're at, actually. When we first walked in, it said 120 minutes. We've gone a good distance, so we're hoping that it's, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe at this point. It's hard to tell.
The queue is inside, though.
Yeah, we have intentionally not watched videos, not kept up, because we wanted this to be a completely fresh experience for us. So we're just now, I'm going to turn back around, we're just now about to enter what looks to be, you know, some of the concrete buildings of the area. So this is where the queue is going to get inside, I guess, a little bit. And right behind us here is where you can hear the motorbikes zooming by. As I was zooming, you can hear them, it's like the roar of the engines. Every once in a while you can hear a horse neigh and some other creatures around. So we're going to see what happens when we get inside. And again, I have no idea how long this queue is. But looking pretty cool. Very first room inside. We're hearing Hagrid giving our first instructions.
We're stopping in here today, then go to the outbuilding.
We're all streets. No, one person's on a motorcycle, one's in the side markets. You're a lot of these things. You're these like this.
No, you got to.
Has kindly agreed to help with getting you around.
Wingardium Leviosa! Hagrid's asked me to duplicate Sirius Black's motorbike to take you all to the edge of the forest.
Yes, and that's where I shall be showing some blast-ended screws. Before they all kill each other. Does that not look promising? Oh, and I've got some Cornish pixies for you to see. And if we're lucky enough to lure one in, a unicorn.
Ah. Well, I think it's time to give this idea a go. Stand back.
Jiminy! Oh, that's just marvelous, Arthur.
Not bad. I think we're ready.
Right. Arthur's been doing a bit of tinkering with the bike. Making some improvements, you might say. Let's do that for monitoring.
Careful, Hagrid. Your dragonfire is for emergencies only. Merlin, Bean!
Let's get them back to their cage. Come on.
My one!
Salamanders, they feed on flames, you know. They do. I wasn't planning to show them to you today, though.
Ow! Put me down! Don't stop that!
Oh, blimey, you've done it, Arthur. That dragonfire could not have been smoother. Well, apart from the, you know.
Yes, well, that's not quite how that's supposed to work. Everyone all right? Let's leave this to me.
Aquamenti! Oh, fine. No. We'll be there for that. Better try and start out these pictures.
Righty-ho.
Oh, now don't you worry about this. I'll see you all down there.
Of course, none of this will happen when you actually ride with the bikes. Meet us down in the stables. Might be safer to duplicate the bikes down there. More room. Then, you can ride them. Ricardo! That's better.
So we made it through the first queue. Very much a Universal thing. We got to watch a little video there. See how they created the bikes we're about to ride. And move further along in the queue. Oh, it's dragon eggs! Look at the size of those things.
Well, no, you're a fast passer, so it's right. No, but still, it's still line. I keep getting afraid that my phone's gone. Yeah. Do you want me to Crazy River? Just kick more watch.
So we got through the first part of the queue. We went inside. We got to see a little show with Hagrid and Mr. Weasley to see how they created the motorbikes. Now we're into the depths of the building. Very dark tunnels, kind of weaving around. So I have no idea where this queue's going next. But I guess that's kind of part of the fun of it. It's very authentic though. Alright, the latter part of this queue is not claustrophobic. I'm going to warn you guys right now. We've been winding back and forth. These tunnels are getting smaller. The tunnels are getting smaller and smaller.
No, we got to put it first. First, like pop-up. No, that's what it's about. But it's so we have to pick one with a six-pack. Sunlight finally hits us. I don't know how many times like do. It's happening. It's happening. Alright, get ready, guys.
Tom's like using it as a sword. Let's go.
To catch that, we're going to be going backwards. So do you guys ever get excited about getting into a queue for the first time? Especially like either a Disney or a Universal queue where it's very highly themed. Experiencing it for the very first time. More switchbacks, but we've at least opened up into a little bit larger room. I think I see a unicorn. This is not the first reference to unicorns we've had in the queue so far here at Hagrid. The magical creatures.
But they're thriving. I'm trying them a few different things. Insects, frogs, livers, and a bit of grass snake. Just trying to get
Something tells me we're going to see something or maybe possibly see a unicorn on this ride.
Ooh, never.
Look at the size of those gloves. These gloves are huge. They're Hagrid's gloves. Look at them. Alright, we're pressing onward. When you get the safety video, you know you're doing good.
Watch. Do you feel more comfortable with handlebars? Alright, well sit on both and see how you feel. I think it's just not important. I see what it says. I mean, not that I don't believe you. You're on the right for the bike. Alright, so you're right. Deep left. You're right. You on the right. Once you get in the front, you go. No, it's two different cues. Are you on the bike or your sidecar? Sidecars or jack?
Recent surgery or any other condition may be aggravated by intense movement. You should not take part in today's lesson.
Your motorbike engines. We've got ourselves a loading area.
Sure, yeah.
It's not a loading area. We're getting closer. We're not quite there yet. I think I see Hagrid riding on the roof, so we can't be far.
Students, today's lesson involves magic motorbikes. They may move quickly and suddenly, just in this way now. While these bikes may be a little unpredictable, they will do the job. As you will see, I've added some safety bars. Just in case.
Probably actually not very generous.
Or recovering from recent surgery,
Can't believe Hagrid's riding on the roof like that. gosh, guys! That was amazing!
Ready, Chuck E. Cheese, she's such a sight.
That was so cool!
But smart and smooth, we did see some Bitsy, Scroots, and unicorns. Oh, and I'll be grateful if you
That was so tough.
to anyone back at Hogwarts. See you next lesson.
We're just off the ride. First impressions. Man, I don't think I've screamed that loud on a ride in a very long time. That was amazing. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah.
There's 3 hours invested from getting here to the park to now. I don't care. That was awesome. I'm so glad I didn't watch any videos about it ahead of time, because there's some surprises.
There are a lot of boosts.
Awesome.
It was just like.
All right, it's now 10:15 in the morning. The park's been open for an hour and 15 minutes. The lines are still very long for getting on the Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It is now 360-minute wait is what they're estimating. And people, they're happy to be in this line because this is a great, great ride.
Hey guys, if you have bags, you can exit the line and put it in the locker room. All bags must go into a locker.
All right, so we've just gotten off of the ride. We got here right at 7 o'clock this morning. They opened up the gates a little bit early at 8:30. We were over right about, I'd say, about 9:15 where we're getting into the actual queue. And so about overall 3 hours invested this morning to get on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It was great. It was a wonderful ride. And a lot of screaming. There were a couple of surprises on there, and I'm glad I didn't watch any videos or have any idea what was happening. You can hear them zooming past us just over that wall. So if you get a chance and you love a thrilling ride, this is something you want to invest some time in and make sure you can ride. It's a great, great, great ride. I really enjoyed it. So it was just me and my son today, because we were the only ones who were willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I have a feeling it won't be long before we bring the rest of the Ear to Ear Magic family over here to try it for themselves as well. And I know for a fact they're going to love this ride as well. So I would love it if you've ridden this ride. If you have any questions or comments, put them down into the comments for us. I'd love to respond to them and let you know what we think about it if we want to have further conversations. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you part of our Ear to Ear Magic community. We're really trying to grow our community, make it bigger, and we want to do more and more stuff. A matter of fact, this is going to be our very first video that has anything to do outside of Disney. But we are now at our 3-year anniversary for Ear to Ear Magic, and we're going to expand. We're going to make anything family oriented for the Central Florida area is going to be something that we're going to start covering. So we'd love to have you as we get bigger and bigger and bigger. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the parks.